What is the most popular form of booking, and why do you think that is?
Traditionally, hotels used to have central reservations, and so everybody used to call a phone number. But with the internet now so popular and people doing everything online, by far the most popular form of booking is online. We have our own website, which is a Silver Needle website. That Silver Needle are the company that own Next Hotels, the brand. So we also have what we call online travel agents, and that's places like Booking.com, What If, Expedia, Agoda, Qantas website. There's a whole lot. There's one called Hooroo. Funnily enough, you probably haven't heard of that, but they look after the airlines, Virgin, and things like that. So they're the most popular. It's the most popular way to book.
What are your unique selling points for the Next Hotel?
So Next Hotel is all about technology. Silver Needle, the company that owned the brand, developed Next. This is the first Next Hotel, by the way. Yep. It was opened about 3 years ago. So Silver Needle developed it to be a technology-friendly hotel. They developed it to meet the needs of the business traveller, but the modern business traveller, the new generation of business traveller. So in our rooms, we have a Samsung Galaxy mobile phone, and it controls the television and all the lights and all the air conditioning. Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
And you can order room service on your phone. We give them the phone,
Yeah.
and they can order room service on it. They can take it out of the hotel with them and use it as a mobile telephone, which is unique. No other hotel's doing that. They can set their air conditioning from outside the hotel and control things in the room when they're not even here. So it's the next step of technology, and I guess that's the big thing about Next. It's not just about the technology, but it's about meeting the needs of a modern business traveller. So we have this is level 4 that we're sitting on, which is our executive lounge, but it's not an executive lounge that only executives can come to. It's a lounge that everybody can come to. Every guest in the hotel can come to this area and use it as a meeting space or a place to sit and talk to their business colleagues. We've also got a bar up here that's an honesty bar. So we trust our guests as well at Next Hotel, which a lot of hotels don't do. I mean, they make people pay for things up front, and here we trust people to pay for it. So we have a bar over here full of soft drinks and snacks, and we trust our guests to come and pay for it. Most people do. So I guess that's what sets Next Hotels as a brand from its competitors.
Do you offer both dining and room service? If so, is there a signature dish or chef special well known by your patrons?
There is. We call it in-room dining, so room service. And here it's a little bit different to other hotels. We don't serve in-room dining on plates and with trolleys. We serve it in a bag. So it's a little bit like takeaway when we serve our food in the room, and that's because it's a convenience food. Most people don't want to sit in the room and have a full dinner, because in hotel rooms, they're not dining rooms. They've got a bed and a television and a bathroom, but it's not really that nice to sit there and eat. So we encourage our guests to come down to the pool where we serve food, or to the restaurants. And so yes, the menu's completely different. In the restaurant downstairs is called Lennon's, and it's very well known for its grill. We have a wood-fired grill down there, which is pretty unique. Most grills are gas-fired, but this one's got no gas, so the chef every night has to light it. He uses wood, and we serve steaks down there. And probably one of our signature items, our signature dish, would be a tomahawk steak, and it's about 2 kilos, and it's about $200 each, depending on. We get them at different sizes, and we sell them by the kilo. So we usually have just a couple in the fridge, and when guests come and buy them, we tell the customers we've got maybe 1.5 kilos, maybe 2 kilos, maybe 2.5 kilos available, and they can choose it and they can share it amongst their friends, because 2.5 kilos is a pretty big steak.
Yeah.
That's a piece of meat about this big. So one person normally couldn't eat that much, so you share it, and that would be our signature dish. Things off that grill, and in particular the tomahawk steak.
Most tourism customers assume that hotel food is not up to standard. How would you say the Next Hotel provides food above the standard?
So I would say most 5-star hotels, the food's pretty good. If you go to some lesser hotels, I guess the food they don't concentrate on the food as much. But here we pay particular attention. Our chefs really focus on providing food that we think our guests want. And for that reason, we call our food here comfort food, sophisticated comfort food. So we don't try and be too fancy, because at the end of the day, there's so many other restaurants around the place that are very good, offering fine dining experiences. So we concentrate on what's important. We concentrate on the flavour, we concentrate on value, and we concentrate on what people are comfortable with, what people know. So as an example, one of the meals that we've got on our menu now is a chicken parmigiano. And that's not very fancy. That's the sort of food you might get at a pub. So we change it a bit, and we make it much nicer than what you get at the pub. It's actually a rolled chicken, and it's different. It's deconstructed, but it's essentially the same food, and that's what people know. So that's how we do it. And we also focus on the quality of the ingredients. Chef takes a lot of time sourcing his meat, his poultry and his vegetables to make sure that they're fresh, and I guess the skill of the chefs as well as preparing that is what makes it good food and good value. We do all right in our ratings. It's not, I mean, there's always, you can't please everybody, but I think most of the people enjoy their dining experience at the next hotel.
What other qualities do you look for in your staff members? Do you have regular staff meetings for the various groups of working people at the next hotel? Do these meetings make a difference in your staff satisfaction?
So the first part of that, what do we look for in staff? We look for some experience in the sort of the field that they're going to work in, but I think the most importantly, we look for the right attitude. Customer service is what we do most here. Even our chefs who really don't see the customers directly still provide customer service in the way that they produce their food for the waiters and the floor staff. And so what we do is we look for an attitude, we look for a heart for service, because I can train people how to put a plate on a table, and I can train people how to make a coffee. We can even train people how to cook a steak, how to cook a tomahawk steak. But if you don't have the will and the passion to do it well, then that's the hard part. So we look for people that have got a passion for customer service and that really want to do a good job, because that's the hardest thing. Customer service, and particularly in a hotel, it's very easy for someone like me to write a book or a manual on what I want people to do, but the hard part is getting people to do it, because at the end of the day, it's not me that provides the service, it's the people at the front line, it's the staff at the bar over here and the waiters in the restaurant. So I can tell them all these things, but if they don't have the heart for it, it won't get done. So that's what we look for in our people. The next part of the question was...
do you have regular staff meetings for the various groups working at the next hotel?
Yes, we do. We meet regularly. We meet every day with the management team, usually, and we call that our daily briefing, where we sit around and we talk about what's going on for the day, and all of the department heads from all of our different areas that I told you about before come and tell me what they've done for the day and any problems that they've had and what they're focusing on. And we have used that as an opportunity only for about half an hour every day, and we talk about what's happening for the day. And then the departments of the hotel, the food and beverage department, the kitchen, the finance team, the human resources team, the front office team, all those different areas have their own individual meetings. And yes, I think that plays a big part in the motivation of the staff, because they get to communicate with their managers.
Are you looking to improve the next hotel's facilities? If so, what and how do you think this will change the success of your hotel and the satisfaction of customers?
Like I said to you before, I think the concept of Next Hotel is to be there for the modern traveller, to be there to meet their needs, and the needs of the customers are always changing. So I think we as a company have got our ear to the ground, and we're listening to what our guests are looking for in a hotel. And so we'll constantly be changing. We're always looking for something new that we can do to make our guests more satisfied and to make the hotel better.
What is the most popular time of year to be booked out of the Next Hotel, and why do you think that is?
Most of our customers are corporate guests, and so the most popular time of the year is when people are doing business. So the holidays and school holidays, we get a little bit quieter because we're in the middle of the city, and so the most popular times are during the week, during business times, and it's all about business travellers. Like I said, that's where we market ourselves to.
The tourists and customers of hotels in Brisbane rate the overall accommodation of Brisbane a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Does that surprise you? And how do the Next Hotel stay above the 3.5 rating?
I guess it doesn't surprise me because when you look at all the hotels in the city, there's a whole range. You know, we've got very small motels and small operators, all the way through to big international chains like this one and like all the big international brands that you see around Brisbane. And if you're taking an average, probably, you know, I guess not everyone's at the same standard. We look to customer service, and we also look to the roots of our brand, which is about providing a really positive and forward-thinking environment for the modern business traveller. And I think the focus on customer service is probably one of the most important things, because everybody's got a perception of what they want to see in a hotel, and it can be very difficult to meet individual perceptions, but if you can provide good, hospitable customer service and listen to your guests when they're here and make them happy about what they're doing, then I think you're on the right path, and I think that's what sets this hotel apart.
And lastly, how do you keep the facilities of the next hotel clean and well working for customers?
Well, we have a big team that look after the cleanliness of the building. We've got a whole team of housekeepers that service the rooms every day. Every room that if someone stays in gets serviced every day. We've also got a team of people that go around constantly looking after the public areas of the hotel. We call it public areas anywhere that's not a room. And they work very hard. They're probably the hardest working people in the hotel as far as the hard work goes. It's a very physical job. Cleaning bathrooms and making beds in particular is really hard, especially when you know we've got 304 rooms. So 304 beds getting made during the day is a big job. So they're the people that make it happen for us.
Well, thank you very much for sitting down with us and everything.
You're welcome.
You provided really good answers for us, and we'll use this towards our studies and things.
Good.
All right, thank you.
No problem. Glad to be able to help.
Yeah.